Now playing in theaters from Sony Pictures is the Whitney Houston biopic I Wanna Dance With Somebody, and here's my review. The musician biopic is often a difficult movie to get right, but the risk is high of the filmmakers just providing a Cliff Notes version of the artist's life that only provides a surface-level portrait. Some have managed to break past the mold, but many struggle. Unfortunately, I Wanna Dance With Somebody mostly jumps from one moment in Houston's life to the next, skipping significant portions that would help provide some understanding. Despite the best efforts of the cast, they cannot overcome the routine storytelling on display. The biggest issue with the film is the random way it skips around. Even though it runs almost 2.5 hours, it seems to rush through her story by providing basic bullet points. The direction and editing will cause characters to change on a dime to reflect a new conflict that suddenly appears. This is especially evident when the film depicts the relationships Houston had with her girlfriend Robin and husband Bobby Brown. 1 second, they're meeting for the first time, and then almost immediately they're making out, with little to no character development between those moments. Her parents are similarly depicted in a simplistic manner. The way the passage of time works in this movie occasionally makes it difficult to tell when events are supposed to be taking place. We're given small crumbs of a significant moment before being whisked off to the next major event. For example, the film shows a few scenes of Houston on the set of The Bodyguard, and then it jumps ahead about 2 years, skipping over the movie's enormous box office success and I'll Always Love You taking the world by storm. The movie's depiction of the creative process usually involves Houston listening to some demos on cassette and has trouble making that cinematic. Naomi Ackie does fine in the role, including lip-syncing to her songs, but is mostly betrayed by the one-dimensionality of Houston's portrayal. The person who comes off the best is Stanley Tucci as music producer Clive Davis. Music biopics often depict these sorts of characters as obstacles who doubt the artist's ability or someone with sinister motives. I Wanna Dance With Somebody avoids that with Davis, and Tucci does good work. The musical performance that concludes the film has the energy missing from the rest of the movie. It's primarily focused on Houston on stage, with the only disappointment coming from how long it takes to get to this worthwhile scene. The only impression of Whitney Houston one gets from I Wanna Dance With Somebody is that she had a powerhouse voice. However, you don't need a 2.5-hour biopic to learn this piece of information, as queuing up any of her songs will prove more than satisfactory. Naomi Ackie is certainly giving it a role, despite the flimsy material and shoddy story structure doing her no favors. Houston is definitely deserving of a better biography than a film that mostly relies on checking off key moments from a Wikipedia page and giving the audience several of the familiar musician biopic tropes.